Gentlemen, I have a question. Would you let another man put his meat in your girl's mouth and pay to watch? Well, we're about to see how bro over here handled this sticky situation.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chsha.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So guys, by now I'm pretty sure most of you guys are familiar with Salt Bae. Salt Bae is a Turkish butcher, chef, food entertainer, and restaurateur whose technique for preparing and seasoning meat became an internet meme back in 2017. Now, one of the most popular things that Salt Bae is really known for is this thing he does when people come to visit his restaurant. Now, I've never personally been to any of Salt Bae's restaurants, but they're all over.
Did you see that? Did you see that? She was... Let's run it back.
Now, I've never personally been to...
Look at her, look at her. She's smiling. She opens her mouth and then she looks at him. Oh my days, fam. Shorty really did this. She closed her eyes and then she opened her mouth and then she looked at him with those eyes. You know those eyes. No, man. Couldn't be me.
And just to give you guys an idea, for one person, you can expect to pay over $1,000.
What? I want you to imagine this. You're a guy, you know, and you find yourself a girl, man. She's beautiful, you know. She's not a difficult person to deal with, and she's very supportive of you, you know. Overall, she's just the perfect girlfriend, man. And then, you know, she's doing all these things for you, and then you're like, you know what? I want to treat my girlfriend, man. I want to treat her to something nice, you know. And I'm not gonna just like take her to some place by the corner. I'm gonna take her somewhere expensive, you know, like really show her that, you know, this is the treatment that she deserves. And then you hear about this Salt Bae guy on the internet, you know, guys are going there, you know, it's $1,000, you know, you expect this place to be top tier, right? And then you go there and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna treat my girl. And then you get there, right? You get there and then this man takes his, succubus tender meat, and then he feeds your girls like, come on, open wide, come on, wider, come on. Could not be me, bro.
I'm here to talk about Salt Bae feeding women at his restaurant. So there's a bunch of videos all over the place of Salt Bae actually, you know, feeding.
Bro was really like, are you ready, madame? Lol.
And it's an interesting thing to see, right? You can imagine you take your girl out and here comes Salt Bae and he's coming to put some meat in your girl's mouth. Which leads me to our video for today. A recent video has been circulating on TikTok.
Oh, that's how he does it. He takes like a pinch of salt and then he cocks back, his elbow, and then he lets it run off his elbow like it goes like this. I thought he did it like he's shooting a basketball, like, you know, like you just like quickly snap his wrist like that. I didn't know that he was like taking a pinch and like letting it slide down his elbow. Probably the guys that are taking their girls to this restaurant are letting something else slide in, but hey.
A woman who posted a video with the caption, "Went to Salt Bae's restaurant and my fiance was not going to let that man feed me." No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Went to Salt Bae's restaurant and my fiance was not going to let that man feed me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
No, sir. No, sir. W-mans. And I love how Salt Bae handled it professionally. Like, if you run it back.
Restaurant, and my fiancé was not going to let that man feed
and then
me.
he just puts it down. He's like, okay. And he separates the boards.
Yes,
He's
sir.
like,
Appreciate you.
to each their own board. W Salt Bae. I really like how professionally he held that. W Salt Bae in the comments.
All right, guys, so you guys saw the video for yourself. Salt Bae proceeded to do his regular routine.
No, man. It's the way that they then, you know, seat themselves. You know, they like cock back their heads and then extend their necks and open up. Tongues out too. No. It's one place that's happening, and that's for sure not a restaurant. You feel me? So, no.
Runs up on your girl, puts the meat in her mouth. She opens up, embraces the meat.
Look at that. Look. What? Nah, man. These girls are being really disrespectful, bro. You can't just do that, bro. But then at the same time, Salt Bae knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And that's another reason why I think he, like, backed off when bro said, no, sir. Like,
in her mouth and enjoys the meat in her mouth.
Okay, bro, we get it, bro, we get it.
But my man wasn't feeling it at all. I think it's fair to assume he didn't like that coffee.
This coffee smells like shit.
Now, of course, this video was shared on TikTok, and a lot of different people had different opinions about this situation. So as always, let's see what the people have to say about this. Let's check out these comments. Our first commenter says, I was so embarrassed for Salt Bae.
I wouldn't say that that's embarrassing. I mean, both parties handled it pretty well. This guy was stern to say, no, sir, and just tell him that, you know, I'm not about that. And Salt Bae really handled it professionally. He was like, oh, okay, that's cool, bro. And then he gave each of them their own boards with the meat. He handled it pretty professionally, if you ask me. So I wouldn't say it was embarrassing.
Obviously, she feels bad for him in that situation. He did kind of look kind of sad, man. This next comment is by a man who says, glad I feel secure enough in my relationship to let my girl enjoy this kind of things.
And you know what? W to you. I'm really glad that you're secure enough to let your girl, you know, have another man bring her some tender, succulent, juicy meat and place it gently in her mouth. I'm glad you're comfortable with that. But I'm just warning you, bro. If you see things start to go south, don't say you weren't warned, bro. And that's the thing. If you're comfortable with it and both of you are, you know, willing to go there and do that, that's fine. If you aren't comfortable with it, that's also fine. I think people should just acknowledge that they're going to differ in how they feel about this. But I'm just saying, man, if it were me,
No, sir.
So this man is confident and has no problem watching another man put meat inside of his girl's mouth. This female commenter says, laugh out loud, the gentle replacement of the steak to the table sent me.
Oh yeah, I will admit that was kind of funny. It was just like, no, sir. It's like, okay, sir. Okay. I want no problems, you feel me?
So she thought it was kind of funny to watch how he just like backed off, right? Yeah, he had no issue kind of backing off there. You know, he was respectful about the situation. Let's check out this next comment by a woman who says, why do people come here knowing this is the experience?
Chsha, that is an excellent quiz.
This male commenter says, honestly, I would have let him do it. It's just for fun. It's all jokes, bro. Definitely controlling.
If you want to let Salt Bae do Salt Bae things, that's fine. And if you think bro over there is controlling, that's fine. Just don't be surprised if someone else is controlling something else, like control.
This female commenter says, my husband would have had to take one for the team, because baby.
What?
My wallet is taking one for the team, bro. This is $1,000, but this is a band, bro. $1,000 for me to watch another man put. Oh, I'm not even gonna say it anymore. That is preposterous. That is blasphemous.
That is blasphemous.
Are you crazy? This is a band. $1,000 just to eat. It gets to me so much because where I'm from, people don't just earn $1,000 even every month. So you coming to me and saying that your husband spent a band for you guys just to eat, and he has to watch you doing this vile behavior. For me to watch you do that and having to pay for that, and you go out here and say, take one for their team. What?
It's the comment section mad at her fiance said, no, Salt Bae will be okay. Which the actual chick responded, he will be just fine.
I didn't really get that, what she meant by that, or maybe because I'm It seems to me that she was fine with her fiance, I guess, in this situation, saying, no, we're not about to do that. So, you know, W Shorty, W Mans, W Salt Bae, just W's across the board, man.
This male commenter says, definitely not controlling. He said what he said.
No, sir.
This commenter says he stood down quickly, not the first time someone declined.
And that's the thing. Salt Bae really knows what he's doing when he's doing that. And when someone confronts him and is like, no, we're not doing that, he knows better than to like say, no, I'm doing this. She wants to do this. He knows better than to not do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I personally, you might disagree with this. I personally would not be okay with going to that restaurant and watching Salt Bae do that to my woman. I think there's certain things that are just a little bit too intimate that should be kept between your romantic partner or your girl, the person you're associated with. I mean, that's his fiance, right? That's his fiance. I understand. And if you notice, man,
these men better be hoping that Salt Bae washes his elbows, man.
Majority of women were the ones commenting, especially if you go see the full comments. They're the ones who were calling him insecure.
Did you see like when she did this, right? It seemed like her throat like even opened up like this. Like, is it just me? Is it just me?
Chicks who would tell you, you know, you're insecure if you...
Oh, and then she slurped it up like, oh, man,
You know what I'm saying? That's tough.
If that's you, cool, but man, could not be me, bro.
You're insecure if you don't let your girl go travel the world by herself with her 3 or 4 friends. You're insecure. Stop being insecure. Let him put the meat in your girl's mouth. Come on. Where's your confidence? I don't know. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with the way the guy handled the situation. And from the looks of it, his girl did not mind either.
As she should. She should like the fact that her man doesn't want that kind of disrespect, you feel me?
And I'll tell you what, she probably kind of liked the fact that he was, that he had boundaries. And I don't view that as necessarily controlling. But again, man, you got to remember, we live in a world where if you're not okay letting another guy smash your girl, you are insecure.
You know, shout out Will Smith for unrelated reasons.